Hey, it's Joe, and I've got an extremely interesting Zambian tribe to talk to you all about today. As you know, my goal is to learn about all 73 tribes and ethnic groups that make up this stunning country, and today we're going to be learning about the Luchazi. The Luchazi tribe originated in Angola, and they actually migrated to Zambia and Namibia in the 17th and 18th century, mainly due to pressure from the Atlantic slave trade. Now, a portion of the tribe did remain in Angola and is still there today. This is a map of where they originated from in Angola. Historically, this tribe is farmers, specifically farming millet, bananas, and they were beekeepers, which is something pretty unique that we haven't heard of in any of the other tribes I've spoken about so far. The Portuguese actually called all the Bantu tribes too far to the east of them the Nanguela, and I could be pronouncing that wrong, but it's kind of a catch-all term, or really a colonial term for these tribes that they knew that they had contact with through trading but never had actually met. The reason the Portuguese never met them is not even the missionaries went that far east. It didn't make economical sense for them to travel so far inland for goods that could eventually just end up in their hands anyways through this linked system of trading. Something I found extremely interesting about this tribe actually occurred in Angola around 1975. And at that time, Angola was in a civil war, and there were a lot of bombings going on, specifically infrastructure. So think bridges and roads. And because of the war, basically the eastern part of the country was very hard to access, specifically the area near Zambia. So the Luchazi for many years were really inaccessible, and there wasn't a whole lot known about them. So it wasn't until very recently that ethnographers went into the Okavango Delta and really learned more about this tribe, and that they were still living in traditional ways and doing what they had done for centuries. And I found that really interesting because this tribe has roots in Angola, but it's also spread throughout Zambia and Namibia. So we can learn about their culture here, but that culture, although tied, may be very different from what it is now, today, in Angola. And I think that's just unbelievable from a cultural perspective. I love making these videos. I always enjoy reading your comments and hearing the feedback you have. If you know anything about this tribe, I would love to hear from you and maybe hear